There are a number of different ways to approach the job of pruning swingarm trellis, but they are all made up of similar components. After harvest, the spent fruiting canes are removed from the trellis. This can be done by hand, but is now most often completed with a tractor and cutter bar. This is followed by another pass through the vineyard on the tractor with what is commonly called a slapper, which flicks the cut canes out of the trellis and onto the ground, ready for mulching. Moving the trellis wires to pin most of next year's canes into the fruiting zone of the trellis is often the next step. The next major step is to prune off the remaining short canes on the harvested side of the cordon that were left after summer pruning. This also includes removing canes that were not captured properly by the wire. How this cordon pruning is done can vary. Much of the work is still done manually with electric secateurs. Many growers use travelling platforms to make this job easier and safer. The industry is now developing mechanised systems to take over from this manual pruning. This prototype uses a tractor-mounted rotating cutting head guided by a camera-controlled computer system to remove all of the short canes from the harvested side of the cordon. Growers are also using other tractor-mounted mechanical pruners to trim those longer canes that aren't properly captured into next year's fruiting zone by the floating wire. Eventually, it is planned that these mechanical systems will be refined so that nearly all of the tasks involved in pruning will require skilled tractor drivers. Finally, the trellis is tipped over ready for the next growing season, with the fruiting zone on the lower side of the cordon. The freshly pruned side of the cordon, facing the upper side, is now ready for the replacement canes to grow up into the sunlight.